Hi, welcome to Eating with Rula. I'm Rula, and today we're going to be making a very healthy breakfast bar made out of oats and nuts. Basically, it's a granola bar with nuts and a lot of healthy ingredients, something that my husband actually loves to take on the go and eat for breakfast in the car when he's going to work. And it really is something very healthy and easy to make at home. So why don't I show you how to make it? To begin, you are going to need a half of a cup of honey. It's a great breakfast bar, granola bar, because it's got, very little sugar, very little oil, and it's great. So you can eat a lot of it, and it's, oats are healthy, the nuts are healthy. So, okay, we have the half a cup of honey. To that we will add a half of a cup of vegetable oil. And we're going to put with that 2 teaspoons of vanilla and 1 egg. We're just going to mix that all up. Okay, now that that is well combined, I'm going to set that aside and take an even bigger bowl. And to this bigger bowl, we are going to put some of the main ingredients. 2 cups of old-fashioned oats. Put that in. Add to that a half a cup of wheat germ. This is what it looks like. You can find this in the cereal aisle of your supermarket. Very healthy, excellent source of vitamin E and folic acid. Add that to your oats. And then to that, we are going to add 3/4 of a cup of flour and a half cup of brown sugar. And we're just going to mix that all up. Okay, so we've mixed our flour, sugar, oats, and wheat germ, and we're going to add to that 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And now here's the thing. This is something that you can personalize to your own taste at this point. If you're not a fan of walnuts or almonds, or you like one more than the other, you can do whatever you want at this point. I like both walnuts and almonds, and so does who I make this for, my husband. So I'm going to put 1/4 cup of walnuts, 1/4 cup of almonds, and now if you like cranberries instead of raisins, I prefer raisins in most of my sweets. That's why I use it. So if you prefer cranberries, by all means put that in. Put whatever it is you like. You can even add coconut if you like, shredded coconut. You can put 1/4 to a half a cup of shredded coconut and see how you like it that way. Try it this way first, and then you can get an idea of what you can add to this recipe, what you can delete, and how you can alter it and make it your own, to your own taste. Okay, so now that you've incorporated all of your dry ingredients, we're going to add our wet ingredients, the honey and the oil, vanilla, and egg. We're going to mix that in. And before you've begun any of this, you're going to have your oven preheated to 350 degrees for this. So you can do that. And now we will mix all of. Now, what you're going to need is a 13 by 9-inch pan. Take your 13 by 9-inch pan and line it with foil. I use nonstick foil. If you don't have nonstick foil, you can take regular foil and grease it lightly, because remember, we want to keep this a healthy breakfast bar. And so now I have nothing on my aluminum foil, and I'm going to put it in here on the pan, and I'm going to flatten it and press it down so that it is even and compact. Okay, this is what all our ingredients look like when they've been pressed into the pan. You can use a fork, a spatula, your hand, whatever works for you so that you have it all nice and flat like this. So now what we're going to do is we are going to take our pan and place it in the oven. And like I like to mention in all of my videos, if I'm baking something in this oven, is I make sure it does not go into the middle rack. It goes into the rack right above the middle row, because I feel things don't dry out, it cooks evenly, and it cooks well. Okay, so we're going to leave that in for about 30 minutes, but something I'd like you to remember, and I mention this in just about almost all my videos where there's baking involved, ovens vary in strength, and I want you to check on it at around 25 minutes. If it's browned on the top, you check on it, take it out. If it still looks pale and it hasn't really cooked through, then of course leave it for a few more minutes. Basically what you want it to look like is a light brown golden. The darker it is, the more crunchy it is. So if you like your granola bars chewy, then take it out when you see that it's browned around the edges and light brown on the top. Okay, so I'll see you in a few. Okay, so it's 30 minutes, and this is what our breakfast bars look like after they've come out of the oven. As you can see, it's brown, a little bit dark around the edges, and we can now wait till it cools off, and then we can cut them into squares and eat them. So after our breakfast bars have cooled off, I cut them into these squares so that they're ready to be eaten. Something I would like to mention to you though, I know that I call them breakfast bars, but you can have this snack any time of the day. It's not just something for breakfast, it's an anytime snack that's really healthy, good for energy, and let's see how it tastes. Tastes pretty good too. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope to see you again on Eating with Rula. Take care. Bye-bye.